Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ballet Ring. Have we got a treat for you today? Woo. We are here in the box right now with the sole purpose of blessing your entire week with our premium selection of incredibly specific and absolutely addictive ballet moments, carefully curated over years and years and years
of ballet nerding.
Of dedicated ballet nerding.
Very dedicated ballet nerding. We got some good ones for you today, so we hope you guys are ready to nerd out with us about all of these addictive ballet moments. And honestly, just to listen to us yap for how long is this video gonna be?
20 minutes maybe?
For a solid 20 minutes about what makes these moments so incredibly special.
If you are as excited as we are today, then make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you communicate your hype via the hype button. Scroll all the way over that way. You should see it. It should be there. Make sure you hit that and let's get ready to go.
This is part 4.
Oh my god.
Which is crazy. You guys really love these videos, and honestly, so do we. So
we do too. We have to feed you guys. We gotta feed you guys with our
clear your skin and water your crops and all of that jazz. As you guys know, these are very specific moments from specific ballets from specific companies performed by these specific dancers on a specific recording. So
yes,
it's like very, 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 very niche down. It's not like you can go to any theater and you'll find this moment. No, it is extremely pinpointed.
You can only get them here, folks.
You can only get it here. That's why you watch these videos.
It's curated.
It's curated.
For your ultimate viewer satisfaction.
We're gonna start with number 1. This is from the ballet Coppelia, and it is the Bolshoi Ballet performed by Natalia Osipova. This is Coppelia Act 3.
Specifically part of Swanhilda's wedding variation.
Yes.
And specifically, the entrance of Swanhilda's wedding variation from the 3rd act of Coppelia.
Some of you, I already know, are gonna be like, oh, I know exactly what this moment is. But before any of us can get ahead of ourselves, let's just go ahead and watch the clip.
Of this variation. It's so cute.
It is.
Here she comes. Whoa! Look at that airtime.
Here it is. You guys. Look at her. I could stop right there, but she does it again, which is even more incredible.
Y'all! Did you see?
She is not human.
She literally flies.
That is not normal.
That is not, this is not normal.
Like, we're spoiled, you guys, because, you know, we have access to watch Natalia whenever we want on the internet, and so, you know, I feel like some of us can be a little desensitized, but this is not normal.
This is
this is not normal.
This is inhuman. Well, look at this. Do you see how high she gets? Like, she just hits the entire position clean in the air and just hangs there. And then she lands. There we go. What I love is the coordination of the jump.
Yeah, no, the coordination is everything.
It's like, you know, when you see those like high jumpers, the way they have to like launch their center of gravity up and it just hit the position to go over. That's what it looks like.
It has the same concept in action.
And that lock in of the position at the top is what kind of helps with that illusion of just she's floating.
Because the longer you can kind of stay in that position in the air, it kind of gives you that like effect.
And also, in terms of the mechanics of the jump, as somewhat of a jump, not this level, but somewhat of a jumper myself, when all of your muscles fire together in one concerted effort, it really makes it much easier to get that air.
Yeah.
And so that coordination and that all of that force released, boom, at one moment, snap to the position at the top of the jump.
It's everything.
And she just floats. You can watch it. There she is.
You guys.
She's insane.
She is insane.
She is insane.
She is insane.
Natalia Osipova, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, if anyone could defy gravity, like for real, it's her.
It really is. And the landing, instead of like landing and like coming through right away to catch yourself, sort of, this one has no catching. Landing is so solid, and then she can go straight into that, the little double pay.
You catch yourself one leg, releve one leg.
Yeah, the releve is immediate.
Genuinely, she spends more time in the air.
Yeah, on the ground.
Which is like always the goal for ballet. You want to spend as much time elevated as you can. She is the physical incarnation of this whole concept. She spends so much time in the air.
Yeah.
Barely any time on the ground. Like the amount of time her heel is on the ground, it's like a split second. She just never comes down.
She just doesn't need to come down. Gravity is optional.
Gravity is optional if you're Natalia.
Natalia.
You can literally just replay it over and over and over and just watch her fly.
It's the mechanics of the step and like the airtime, obviously, but it's also just her presence as well.
That
she
too.
makes it feel that exciting and it's
addictive.
next up, you guys, we have a moment from the Royal Ballet's Cinderella, and this is the Act 2 pas de deux.
The whole thing is so beautiful.
The whole
by
thing
the way.
is stunning.
And of course we have our beautiful dancers, Fumi Kaneko and William Bracewell. I love these two together.
They did
are
so well together.
so beautiful.
They're so beautifully matched. I really, really love them. And in Cinderella, it's just enchanting. So.
Adore them so
Yeah.
much. And this is toward the end of the pas de deux. It's a really, again, Frederick Ashton choreography. It's a very unique passage. It's a quieter, simpler moment, but it's addictive.
There she goes.
And not
And she
only
keeps
once,
going.
but she does it again.
That is just enchanting.
You
That
guys,
is dreamy.
it's so pretty.
It's so dreamy.
all the little chaînés while traveling in a circle. It's like
It's enchanting, and I think it's also extremely difficult. As you can see, she's changing her spot as she goes around him, and that's not easy to do. Like other times in ballet, when you do like multiple turns, usually you keep your spot in the same place. If you're doing fouettes in one place, obviously you spot front.
like if you're doing traveling turns, especially, you always spot where you're going. So if you're traveling to the
Exactly.
corner, you spot the
Exactly.
corner, you go spot, 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 and you like find the corner every single time.
Exactly. In times where you are changing your spot, like say if you're doing, piqué tournant manège or something
Yes.
like that, you are changing your spot, yes, but it's way less frequently. So you'll spot, the corner, the first
Corner
bit,
and corner and corner,
and then you'll
corner,
kind of change
other
your
corner.
spot to the, to the wall or to the back or whatever as you go around. But this is such a tight circle, so she's literally changing her spot every single rotation.
Every single rotation.
And so that's really interesting.
you watch, she goes towards the side, then towards the
corner.
back, and then kind
And
of
she
the
rounds the
front.
corner.
Yep.
Comes down only once for that step up turn, and then she goes again, but she hadn't stopped turning.
She just keeps going.
And it's so even, the traveling is the same. It's very easy for chaînés to kind of like start traveling and then they kind of like get compressed.
Yeah.
So you don't travel as much, but she keeps the rotations very, 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 very even and very smooth. And it's just so seamless. It looks like she's just floating around.
To me, it works really well because I don't know. I feel like for me, Cinderella has a really starry, almost like
Yeah.
night sky kind of vibe.
Yeah,
And so
exactly.
then when you see her doing the chaînés while she's going around him, it's like rotating in orbit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Feels like
it
that.
feels like that. So it's a nice callback to the same sort of vibe. In my brain, it connects.
It does. It's like midnight scene anyway. So it
exactly.
has that sort of like starry sky, like celestial sort of feeling.
It's so seamless and so perfect. She just keeps going and going and going.
That's
Like she
so
doesn't even slow
beautiful.
down. She like keeps her momentum. And then we go. That's insane.
This is like a
It's
quieter
so
moment, like we said, but I think it just takes your breath away. It's just so spellbinding. In
That's
its own
exactly
little
what it is.
quiet way. Anyway, there we go. The next one is another turn section, but it is a little bit more of a splashy moment. This one is from Don Quixote, and it is performed by Paloma Herrera and Angel Corella. They are incredible.
This is the recording of Don Quixote pas de deux that we grew up on. So we've mapped out pretty much every single addictive moment, and there are plenty.
There are so many addictive moments in this recording. It's incredible. It is incredible.
We're only gonna give you one. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you'll have to live with it. They were dancers, principals with the American Ballet Theater. They're
Absolutely.
stunning dancers.
So we just got a big, beautiful look. This is like the very end of the pas de deux. You guys.
Yes. They have so much presence and charisma. I love it. Here it goes.
Oh my goodness! They're insane! Oh, they're insane. Tell me
They
that
are
is not the
so
best thing
good.
you've ever seen.
And we've been watching this for like probably the past decade, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
And we still react the same way every single time because it
hits
is
every
that
time.
good. That first turn that we saw is incredibly hard, you guys, and it takes two. It takes two, and like not just like 50-50, it's like 300 and 300.
For the average person, it takes 2 and like divine intervention.
Yeah.
But for them, it just takes 2.
Let's watch this again because we just can't help ourselves.
Attitude.
And then she's spotting the side here. Then she changes her spot
To the corner.
Goes around 3 times, you guys. Which is like a combination of, yes, her own sort of coordination, taking those arms up, but it's also him as well, being able to work with her.
Yeah.
To propel her around without knocking her off her leg.
He
Because
has to-
she's not like doing a PK into the turn. She relevates straight up and lets him do the turning.
Yeah.
And that is so hard.
Promenade and then push.
And I love, okay, this is the funniest part. How nonchalant he looks. He literally just spins it and he's he's so casual about it. Which is perfect for Kitri and Basilio because they're so casual about everything in the ballet. Like,
It's
they're
like-
getting hunted down. The parents are trying to rip them apart. And the whole thing, they're just so smug about it.
Yeah,
They're so
casual.
careless about everything.
It's almost flippant. Like,
No, it's 100% flip it. And so even though it's like this big spectacular moment, he just steps back and he's just
like, that's my girl. Like, oh yeah, she just does that.
Casual Tuesday thing.
Casual Tuesday.
So- but it's incredible. One more
No.
time, so sorry.
2, 3, boom.
Oh my goodness.
That's insane.
That is insanity.
The balance of propelling her with that much force
For
to
3
do
turns.
3 turns, you need a ton of momentum. Well,
Yes.
a significant amount of momentum to do 3
Yes.
turns. But also not pushing her off. And for her, pushing off of him enough to do 3 turns,
But also not pushing herself
also not pushing herself off. And if you think about it, it's one thing if he's from a static position and she just turns. He gets her from the opposite side, runs through that promenade, like half promenade,
Then flings
and
her
then
off.
just boom, like lets her go. And she, look at him run. He's running, push off, boom.
What on earth? And this turn was incredible too. So strong, straight on the axis. And then this finish, obviously.
Boom.
The finish is worth exactly as much as the turns themselves. They just have so much energy and it's insane. The part that is the most incredible, like, yes, anything can turn great. Like a gyroscope can turn great and it's like super cool, but these are human beings. None of us are perfect.
Yeah.
And there is so much room for error.
Yeah.
But when it works like that, that's what makes it spectacular. And she's so solid. Just
yeah.
there.
No stumbles.
No
slide
stumbles.
right down to the knee. Smooth
It's
as ever.
perfect, and she's so proud. She just watches him do his little attitude,
Boom.
and then they present it to the front again with that final pirouette, which is incredible. Paloma Herrera and Angel Corella, ladies and gentlemen.
Stunning. Beautiful work.
If we're still breathing, we will move on to the
yeah, I know.
fourth
like,
one.
We need to like resuscitate
Yes.
you guys.
No, no. The next one is, wait, is this another turn?
It is.
It is another turn.
We're just nerding out over turn sections today.
I guess most of these are turns. This next one is a turn also.
Okay, no, it's
but
not
it's
really
an emotion. It's a turn with emotional. It's a turn with emotional nuance. Okay, it's different.
This is from The Voices of Spring. And our dancers in this particular performance are Merle Park and Wayne Eagling. Highly recommend if you want to go watch the full Parade.
Please do. It is incredible. And if you want to see our commentary on it, we did do one quite some time ago. Linked above
It was
and below.
Anna Rose O'Sullivan and Marcelino Sambe.
They're also incredible.
Amazing, and we love them.
But Merle and Wayne are incredible, and so we're going to watch them today.
Love this moment too. This is also very beautiful. Swoon. This is beautiful. Look at like the first passage, all the fast turns, beautiful in their own right.
Yes.
And then you get to the end, snap, 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 and boom, boom.
I am not okay.
So pretty. That is gorgeous. Okay, if I could just go on a tangent for a second.
Yeah, please.
I don't know when this video is going out, but if our Cicchetti video has gone out, we'll put this in. When we were taking classes with Miss Julie and we were learning the Cicchetti method, which Ashton was heavily influenced by.
Yes.
When we were doing that renverse exercise, when you go around, you almost have to keep your head. You have to like arch and sort of like, I don't know how to describe
Like
it.
rotate around, like your center point is like where your eye gaze is, and you rotate around that.
Yeah, you almost
You
have
know,
to do
so
that.
it's like, it's kind of like you look at an airplane when they do like
The barrel roll, yeah.
Or like, as Miss Julie said, the squirrel.
Yeah, like a
when they
squirrel.
like kind of like run around a tree like that.
But yeah, that's sort of the same concept that you see here, and you see that in
Yeah.
action, which I think is really fascinating. Look, you see, she rotates around.
That center.
Yeah, I can't do it from my chair, but she almost goes around like that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I
She
mean?
changes her spot up, which is
Yeah.
really pretty, and she just rotates around that one spot, and it's dreamy.
And
and he slows her down just enough, and the skirt. I mean, the skirt with a paid actor here. This was incredible.
stunning. That together with the reach, the breath, the reach, the everything, just
That's addictive. That is so addictive. Like, yes, the fast turns are always wonderful, and they do them really, really, really well. But the quality, and it was just the way they timed it perfectly with the music.
yeah, and that the note where it goes da, and she just
I could
Again.
be happy. That is so pretty. We must watch it again.
boom,
Oh my
and they like
goodness.
melt into that little.
They
waltz.
melt into the waltz after it, which is so pretty. A must watch, an absolute must watch. But that one runs around in our head like it owns the place.
It goes to show that a well done detail can steal
Varies.
your breath just as much as any 32 fouettes can.
Yeah, it's not
You know
just
what I
about the
mean?
loud moments. It's just like
The moments that you don't see coming, they just knock the wind out of you. You know what I mean?
you weren't bracing for it.
Yeah.
It just comes out of nowhere. It just sneaks out of left field and it just like takes your breath away. Wow.
Love this.
I'm in awe. And we've been watching this for, again, several years, probably a decade, but this is incredible. I absolutely adore this.
Yeah,
Wow.
Merle Park and Wayne Eagling.
They're incredible.
Please go watch it. And
watch
after
it.
this video, this will like increase your lifespan and like
Yeah.
double your morale.
The next one is one that I think we've raved about quite a bit in a
We
previous
have.
video.
We
But we're
have.
going to feature it here because it deserves another mention.
It deserves another mention. It
Yeah.
deserves all the mention in the world, honestly. If you guys are screaming at the screen, I know this is the Firebird. I know this is the Firebird. Congratulations, you just won $1 million. You are correct. This is from the Firebird.
It's from the Firebird and
Our very favorite ballerina in this role, Nina. We love you.
Nina! Subjective and humble opinion, but she is subjectively the best Firebird.
To have ever graced this earth with
Yes.
her presence.
Subjectively, objectively the best.
You can fight us on this, but like, I'm
We will
prepared
die
to
on
fight
this
on
hill.
this. Anyways, this is from the Infernal Dance. No one was
Yes.
surprised.
No one
Again.
was
We're
They're
so
like-
predictable.
They're like, yes, yes, yes.
This is from the Infernal Dance, and of course, it is at the very, very, very end, literally the last note of the
Okay,
Infernal Dance.
you guys need to just go and watch the entire Infernal Dance because this moment makes so much more sense with like all
In
of
context.
the context and sort of the lead up and the build up. I mean, honestly, just watch the whole ballet, of course, but like this number specifically is very intense.
This is actually the Bolshoi Ballet Russe film, so it's like filmed almost like a movie. Like they have a
Yeah.
real set going on instead of a stage.
It's-
We got multiple camera angles, we got detail shots.
It's pretty great. We grew up on this as well.
I still remember the first time we watched this.
I know, we were staring at the screen. I don't think we were breathing.
were
we
like-
weren't even talking.
like the entire time. Like this goes this here like and you'll see why in a second. Oh, here we go. Okay. All the monsters are dancing right now. And the Firebird is about to finish them all off. As she does. Beat drop.
Let's go. Oh, the music and the energy builds so much here.
That's the sound of the Firebird coming in. Almost
Energy.
this is it, you guys. This is as good as it gets. Like this is genuinely, this is peak ballet.
And it's not just because of a trick.
It's not because of
It's not
trick.
a turn this time. It is not any specific technical balletic feat necessarily. But it is 100% ballet in the sense that it is story for one. For two, it's just like the musicality and just like energy and like the music and everything. And then for three, it's not just one person.
Yeah.
It's every single dancer on the stage and the coordination that happens
To make this
to make
moment.
the story and the music and the energy and everything just make sense in one crash.
It's like the synergy of the dancers and the music and the choreography. Everything just creates this moment and it's pure magic. This is like the moment that like genuinely like your heart is
Yeah.
like pounding.
You can't speak after, barely.
I love how simple
Yeah.
it is. It's not like some dramatic lift.
No, it's
it's
not a
not a
lift, it's
dramatic
not a
throw.
jump.
It's not a trick. It's just,
That's it.
and then
Done.
everyone falls and just silent. And like, we are biased. We are unfairly biased towards anything Firebird adjacent. You have
Not
to
even gonna
admit-
defend that.
Not even gonna defend that. But you have to admit,
Please.
this is such an impactful moment.
It's such a moment.
Like, I would almost dare say that the simple stop is almost more impactful
It's
than if
more
she had done
impactful.
anything impressive.
Because it shows power. She didn't need to do anything fancy
Yes.
in order for that moment to happen.
Yeah.
She just needed to say, enough.
Enough.
And
You're done.
It's... Tell me you don't feel
Yeah,
it.
you feel it like
They do have a Firebird emoji. Drop them in the comments
yes.
if you felt it.
This is your sign to go watch the full Infernal Dance and watch the full Firebird Ballet. And if you need to learn a bit more about ballet before you launch into it, we have a full analysis on it.
It is our favorite video that we've ever done on the channel, so
Possibly our magnum opus.
possibly.
I think we peaked. We can retire. We love the Firebird.
We
Case
really
in
do.
point. And hopefully you'd better like it too now after this. No, I'm joking.
So that's why we love ballet, you guys, for moments like these. And these moments aren't just things that, oh, only Ballet Rain can find, or like you have to have been watching everything on the internet in order to collect. No. Moments like these happen all over the place, all the time, in theaters that are probably like, you know, right around the corner in the same city as you. I think that's the best thing about ballet, is
Yeah.
that, you know, no matter where you go, you'll always find something that's really special. You'll find, you know, the beauty in the big moments and the small moments and in the flashy moments and in the quiet, stilled moments as well.
And I think the beauty of it is that these moments only happen once. It's live art. No two performances are the same.
No.
And so when you do capture a moment like that on video or
Yes.
you see it in person, you know, you're witnessing a once in a lifetime event.
Even if it's the same ballet, the same production, anything,
Yeah.
it will never be exactly the same. And so we really encourage you guys to go out there, support your local ballets, and kind of see it as an opportunity to witness something incredibly special and incredibly rare and probably incredibly addictive. If you like the video, of course, like the video and subscribe, because we will probably be making more of these
Yes.
in the very near future. And in the meantime, you can check out this playlist where we talk about a lot of other addictive ballet moments as well. So if you like this video, you'll probably like those as well.
We want to say a huge thank you to all of our patrons who made this video possible.
Yes.
Genuinely, our patrons are the ones who are, you know, supporting us, helping us keep doing what we're doing here on
Yes.
YouTube for all of the ballet nerds around the world. And so if you want to help support that mission, then you can go ahead and join our Patreon. Link is below, or you can visit patreon.com/balletrain. We will catch you over there, and we're so
Yes.
excited to have fun with you.
We also want to give a very, very, very special shout out to our patron, Scott. Scott, we want to say thank you so much for your continued support and generosity. Us and our team truly appreciate it, and we just want to let you know it doesn't go unnoticed. So from all of our hearts,
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good ballet nerd vibes.
Good ballet nerd vibes always.
And anyways, I think that is all from us for now. This is Ballet Rain signing off. Until the next video.
Bye.
Can conceal the...
Yes. Oh yeah. We cannot show those.
Yes. He's insecure. No, I'm joking.
Also, my shirt says, "I'm really cold, but I'm being brave about it."
If that's not the most Jordan thing to say.
Smile.